Welcome to Sport Eagle TV. It was Derby Day in the Beko BBL as Bavarian rivals FC Bayern Basketball and s.Oliver Baskets played at the Audi Dome. An army of 700 Baskets fans drove down from Würzburg ready to support their team to victory. It was going to be a tough task as Bayern were 12-1 at the Audi Dome. It was a tough defensive game throughout, but Bayern's 17-1 run at the beginning of the second quarter built a lead that the Baskets could never overcome. Munich win the derby 72-62 and move past Würzburg into fifth place in the standings. Coaches and players spoke to Sport Eagle TV about the game.
They play physical defense. We play physical defense. We were not as deep as we usually are, with Ivan Elliott out with his appendix rupturing and Jason Boone having a little injury trouble, Robert Tomaszek having a little injury trouble, and we had trouble finding our rhythm with once John Little got his third foul. Ricky Harris, thank goodness, came back in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter and gave us some baskets, but I have to give credit to Bayern. They played excellent team defense, and we had very few points in the paint compared to them. We didn't play a strategically pretty game today. It's frustrating sometimes that we don't execute as well as we can, but still having more assists than turnovers against a good Bayern defense, out-rebounding them. We missed a lot of open shots, and they hit some tough shots. So I think in the end, you can say that Bayern was the better team today, and hats off to them. They deserve to win, but at the same time, I'm very proud of our effort.
Two very defensive-minded teams going against each other, and we knew it was going to be a dogfight, and it was a dogfight for 40 minutes. Take your hats off to Würzburg. I thought they battled. They played extremely well. I thought at the end of the day it was the good second quarter that gave us an 11-point lead, better three-point shooting. They shot 18% from three-point range. We shot 44% from three-point range. Thought we moved the ball well, and we could have won by 20, but we turned the ball over at the end of the fourth quarter, and that allowed them to kind of make a little run. But at the end of the day, we won by 10 points, so we do own point differential now, which is important. That's why we're now in fifth place. And we won a game against a team that has played tremendous basketball all season long. Just like us, they moved up from the second division. And John is doing a great job, and they're one of the best defensive teams, maybe the best defensive team in Germany. So they're doing a great job, and we're just happy to win this game. Our guys, they made big plays down the stretch, and that's why at the end of the day it never got closer than 10, which was really important, because had we only won it by 9, they would have then had point differential. We're on a roll, and we have great momentum going into the last part of the season. But, you just never know in this game, and we're just going to have to stay humble and keep working very hard. And we can't stray away from what we do, which is to play with discipline offensively, play off the pass, share the ball, and defensively, we got to dig down deep and get stops on a consistent basis. And as long as we do that, I think we'll be fine.
We were able to match their intensity early. That was something Coach told us. We have to come out and work hard, because they are a hard-working team, and they play really fast and aggressive. And our defense early on was able to match that, and we were able to get rebounds, and that led to our running game early.
In the first half, I think we kind of dug ourselves in a hole early, and they made plays. They stepped up big, guys made shots, and like I said, we pride ourselves on the defensive end of the floor. And in the first two quarters, we wasn't really clicking like we usually do on the defensive end, and they took full advantage of that. It was kind of hard to dig ourselves out of that hole, but in the second half, we got it together, and we started to fight and compete. But by the time we started to get things going in our favor, it was a little too late.
We just kept at it. Our intensity, it grew as the game went on. We wasn't sure how they was going to react if the game stayed physical and up-paced like it was. They was real scrappy. We was on the loose balls. We was making a lot of extra efforts tonight. We came out with a little bit different than we've been doing in the past games, and You know, we was able to keep the intensity up, keep the flow of the game up, keep doing what we wanted to do. We knew that we was a good team, a good group. We have great players, and it's all about like finding our chemistry, our rhythm, and fitting in the system properly. And you know, at the moment, we're finding what we have to do the extra efforts that we take inside the offense, or to get that easy bucket before we have to go into our systems and stuff. And we've been taking advantage of it in the last games.
Let's take a look at the Beko BBL standings. Bayern and s.Oliver both 17-11, but with the point differential, Bayern currently occupy 5th. Up next for both teams, s.Oliver Baskets will host the Bremerhaven Polar Bears, and FC Bayern Basketball will travel to Alba Berlin to look to avenge their one home loss. Stay tuned for more on the Beko BBL. Thank you for watching Sport Eagle TV.